on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to sneak it here, and he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Gain on play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jones. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Jones. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. That's the 4th time All-Pro T.J. Watt getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Steelers, first down.
A run up the middle with Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
First carry now for Rico Gallo. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure, too much, and he goes down. B.J. Hill, he gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up to the recovery. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
It is good. Makes the score Steelers 10, Colts nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. He's put together some hot campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Jones. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On play action, it's Jones. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. On the ground, it's Taylor, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working from the gun, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston to punt for Pittsburgh, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. On comes the punter now as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punt it away. Looked like he was at a scene for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw on the run is complete. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. The rookie from Penn State on target with that one. It leads to a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Colts 22-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get forward for a couple. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it.
Now, faking the give. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will open up a 13-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you have to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
It's second and 8.
Back to throw is Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Throwing, Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll find his big target. Pat Fryer. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Steelers first down.
He'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Howard back to the air one more time. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. It is third and 10.
On the coverage.
To throw again, it's Howard. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 18. And the Colts
On 1st down, Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. Here's 2nd and 2.
Tyler Warren. It's a gain of 8.
Jones operating out of the pistol. On his man, it's Ogletree. And he is out of bounds. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
That's good for the Colts.
Shotgun now for Jones. In trouble, and down he goes. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Play action now. It's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot for down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 1. Now they'll set up to throw. Metcalf left side, he's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
at the 44-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Colts will have great field position right around midfield.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans and his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Jatavian Sanders. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers on top by 7. It's 17-10. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Pats on top in this one at halftime. One final look at the rest of the scores from week number 9 with Cleveland, the Jets, Philly, and Tampa Bay all on the midseason bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. He'll run with Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Howard. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The second-year man from UCLA bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This brought in out past the 20. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Throwing on 1st down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Derek Armage, his 2nd sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Throwing is Jones on. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Highsmith in there for his 2nd sack of the game. That brings him to 10 on the season. The Colts about to kick this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Howard. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They're all set to punt this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
23-yard line.
From their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Jones keeping this one. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts, 1st down.
Jones now on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards on the play. That's another Colts.
It's a design run with Jones.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
The Colts will line up for the
He'll go with Taylor on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for two fails. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And now here comes the punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jones now on 1st down. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it, and the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, here's Jones. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Derek Harmon, he gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
The Colts about set to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 33, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Another one through the upright. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. Get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion is Warren. Throwing, Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jones. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
It is 3rd and long. Now, Jones. was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. Now he'll work his way out right. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down.
Throwing now is Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. In motion is Warren. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. A throw on the move is caught.
13 yards on the play. And the Colts.
They'll run here with Kittle. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Jones. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Steelers has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
40, Colts 6.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Completing this one to down. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. That one complete to Pierce. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And the Colts 1st down.
Downs goes in motion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 46-yard
Again,
line.
it's Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd
It's a
down.
gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jones to the air again. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Josh Allen.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's second and 2. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and inches.
Third down.
Now a handoff to the tight end in the running game. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Dowdle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really